Hey my beautiful Capricorn peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from Cancerman's Tarot and I'm coming at you with your April 2023 tarot reading. How are you? Hope you're doing well. It's going to be the first link in the description below. Now I just want to mention for April, what we're going to be doing a little bit differently for today's read is I'm going to be taking and we'll tie out the whole reading with an overall outcome, okay? But nonetheless, let's hop on into it. Let's get started with the freestyle read. You guys moving in a direction where you want to take action on something you're interested in doing. Looking at the next card, Death card, this is Scorpio. When we're holding on to the same thing, when we're very tunnel visioned on one option and one option only, or one opportunity and one opportunities in general, you know, let's say for example somebody here is tunnel visioned on getting this one job, you know, they applied to any other job, you know, at the end of the day you may be tunnel visioned, another job reaches out to you, gets back to you, turns out to be the much better choice than the one you were tunnel visioned on. So I kind of get that sense here, Capricorn, that you want to change that energy of being super tunnel visioned in your life. You know, maybe you've been very tunnel visioned on a person. You know, this is my person and the only person I ever want. And you weren't open to the other opportunities. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's breadcrumbing you and there's other opportunities in love. And those opportunities in love that you haven't paid attention to, granted, could have even been so much better than the person you were focused on that was breadcrumbing you, you know? So it's that energy of making more room for opportunity and giving a chance to see what else is out there rather than staying stuck on one thing and one thing only, is what I'm seeing here for many of you jumping into April, which I think is good. I think it's always a good thing and good idea to keep all of your options open at every given moment in time, because you never know what you were originally intending and desiring. Another option might actually be so much better than, you know, what you've been looking for this entire time. So yeah, Ace of Swords here to the Page of Pentacles. You know, this is about having to break away from the current investment you're making and open yourself up and broaden your investments that you're making overall. All right, so I definitely feel like it would definitely be a good idea for Capricorns here coming into April to really broaden your investments, okay? All right, though, guys, moving on forward, I am hearing, by the way, for some of you, it's a good idea to diversify your income, to definitely start thinking about different ways of making money to build more financial security. All right, nonetheless, though, let's get on into it and see what's going on. What do we got showing up here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout April 2023? What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Cappies? Messages here for Team Capricorn throughout April 2023. Starting out with the overall energy of the reading, we have here the Eight of Pentacles. So definitely getting to work. Eight of Pentacles is hardworking energy. You can be putting a lot of time, extra time, overtime into your job or business. You know, this is the energy of making sure you're working hard on what you want to see grow in your life. Having a look here now into your past, let's have a look at that. We have here the Strength, we have here the Ace of Wands, we have here the World, and we have here the Three of Cups. So I think what's going on here in reference to your past, you know, Strength card here, Ace of Wands here, this is a card that represents that you had an idea for a new beginning that you didn't necessarily move into. You know, you kind of decided to tough it out a bit, I feel, in one of your circumstances. So even though you were imagining a new beginning, you kind of stood where you were. You were like, let me give this situation I'm in the benefit of the doubt, see if things pick up, see if things get better. And I think in a way they did. You know, we got here the World card, we got here the Three of Cups. World card here says, you know, you're kind of staying where you're at. You're not really venturing out into a new beginning. You kind of started to feel like once things got better in your past, that was the cycle you wanted to continue to stay involved in. You know, for example, maybe this was a relationship. Maybe in the past things weren't so good, but then they started to get picked up and you were like, you know what, this person is my end all be all. I'm going to go ahead and stay dedicated to this individual. And granted, you know, some happiness came from this, right? So I think that for the past, things started to change for you and you were happy with the changes you saw. So right before you basically invested in a new beginning, you had reasons to stay where you were and you remained there for quite some time. You know, coming into the present moment though, Page of Pentacles, or sorry, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups showing up here as well. We got here the Magician, and then lastly for you, here comes out that Page of Pentacles once again. You know, things are a little bit different when we look in the present moment here for you coming into April. And the reason why I say that is because you're now kind of getting into that energy again where you're wondering to yourself, yeah, things changed in the past and my current circumstance in the past became a little bit better, but then now I'm starting to still feel that nudge of wanting a new beginning. So even though something was temporarily improved, it still didn't seem to be what you wanted in the long term. And you started to feel pretty open to the idea of other opportunities or other options. And that's really going to become prominent for you in April 2023. So Page of Cups here, Ace of Cups here, there definitely seems to be something new that you have your eyes on. You know, Page of Cups here is I want to make a new energy investment. I want to make a new investment with what I have. Ace of Cups, it's fulfilling to you, whatever this new investment may be. Magician card, this is something that maybe you feel like you've been truly manifesting. You know, for example, let's say this entire reading was about a relationship. And in the past, the relationship was going downhill and then it started to get better. But coming into April, you're recognizing, yeah, it might have improved, but it's still not really what I want. And I think that I gave it a chance, but now I kind of see that I want to open up my options and broaden my options. And now I realize here with the Magician, what I've been manifesting is coming in here all along. You might be meeting the person of your dreams coming into April, and you're recognizing that your relationship isn't the relationship you want, but this kind of person is exactly who you've looked for. So you start to see what you really want coming in here for you in the present moment of April. You know, what you've really been wanting to manifest shows up here for you. Page of Pentacles, opportunity gets presented to you. So I think that that's what's going on here overall. So in the past, once again, just to clarify, you wanted something to work, it wasn't working, it was going downhill, then it started working, but then you still recognized it just still doesn't feel like it's enough. So you want to open up your spectrum, or like broaden your ideas, broaden your investments, if you will. And guess what? Jumping into April, as you've broadened your investments and opportunities start to present themselves to you. And you're like, oh shit, this is really what I've been manifesting the whole time. Now, this could be about anything. It could be about love. It could be about career. It could be about your personal journey, anything of that nature as well. All right, let's go ahead and check out the future, though. Looking into your future, 9 of Pentacles. We got here the 5 of Swords. We got here the 6 of Wands. And lastly for you, we have here the 4 of Pentacles showing up as well. So here's the thing. Coming into the future, what's going to happen here for you? Well, 9 of Pentacles to the 5 of Swords. You know, you are going to be walking away from this environment that you now fully realize and have the full clarity that it's not what you want and that it's not for you. So you will be walking away from that environment. And 6 of Wands, you will be successfully walking towards what you want to be a part of, what you've initially manifested. But with the 4 of Pentacles, your past is going to have a very difficult time letting you go. You know, whether this is an old partner who you end up breaking up with because you feel like you found the partner you were supposed to be with, or whether this was, I gave a chance at this job, I'm going to a new job now and the old job wants me back. You know, it does feel like your past environment's still kind of clinging onto you here, jumping into the near future, but I feel like you're still powering through nonetheless because you realized a long time ago you realized something wasn't for you. Even though it did improve, you know, you now have the clarity in April that something just isn't for you. So I have to move in a new direction, and that's totally fine. You know, you gave a second chance to your past environment. You realize in April, it's just not working out, and I need to go ahead and walk towards what I'm manifesting. And like I said, I feel like what it is you are manifesting is showing up here for you throughout this month, which is, you know, genuinely great news here as well. Okay. All right, though, guys, moving on forward here for you. Let's get some clarification coming in. So we're going to have a look here at the 9 of Pentacles. I want to take a look and clarify that. So we have here the 3 of Wands. We have here the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like if you didn't separate yourself from the past environment you dealt with, whether it was the past partner, the past job, whatever the case might be, you would have felt like you were lacking or that something was missing. Because I think initially in your past, you know, the situation you were dealing with, no matter how much it improved, it still felt like something was missing. And now you kind of recognize, I don't want to keep on waiting for what's missing to come in. Because if it wasn't there from the start, it's not going to be there later on, you know? So there was definitely something missing about your past situation. And you were recognizing, I've waited for so long, it's not coming in. If it hasn't came in then, it's not coming in now. You know, moving on forward from that, I would like to clarify here the Ace of Cups. So clarifying the Ace of Cups, we have here the Knight of Cups, we have here the Knight of Wands. If love or a new lover is what's coming in for you, Capricorn, this is going to be a person here that you really connect deeply with on a romantic level and a person you're very, very attracted to. So, you know, I did say for those of you that are walking out of a relationship and you feel like you manifested the partner of your dreams showing up here in April, you know, they really are going to be a person who you feel is exactly the person you've been looking for. So I do see for Capricorns here, if a new love interest comes in, it's going to be the person that you've been kind of wanting. I wouldn't necessarily say your entire life, but the person you've been wanting for a very, very long time. Like they go off the checklist of like what you've been looking for overall. Okay. All right. And let's go ahead and clarify one more thing. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles. We got here the 3 of Pentacles. We got here the Empress. Yeah. I mean, I think you've been working towards growth when it really comes down to it. You've been working towards growth. You've been trying to find an environment that suits you. And that's exactly what's coming into alignment with you jumping into the month of April. Three of Pentacles. I just want to find something that works. I want to be involved in a situation that works. And with the Empress card, I want to be in a situation that can provide long-time longevity. I think that about one of the things about your past is that not only did it feel like something was missing, but it didn't feel like it was something you wanted forever. Whether it was a relationship, whether it was a job, whether it was anything, it just didn't feel permanent to you because you always felt like something was missing from it. There needed to be more for you to be engaged or more for you to want that longevity. And it's nice to see that now you found what you would see or kind of consider to be your long-lasting circumstance. Whether this is your long-lasting relationship, your long-lasting job, it's like you're aligning where you can see longevity for the future, which is really, really cool. Okay, so pretty quick read here, Cappy. I definitely don't feel like there's much more to talk about. It's kind of one of those things where it's like I gave an opportunity in my past, I gave it a second chance. Maybe I gave a person a second chance. Granted, things improved. It just wasn't for me. That's what I recognize now in April. Same with a job. I gave it a second chance. I got a little bit better, but I recognize it's not for me. So it's okay. You kind of did what you could. You gave it that second chance. It definitely gave you the full clarity after that second chance experience to recognize that this isn't what you want anymore, or this isn't what's fulfilling in life. And, now with what is going to be fulfilling for you, showing up for you coming into April, it's going to be a completely different time. You're going to start to move towards this new fulfillment, whether it's new love, new work, new career, new everything, so this new energy coming in is going to be inviting, welcoming, and it's going to be exactly what you've been looking for. It's going to be that thing that you feel has been missing, which is really important here as well. I talked about the beginning of the reading when we did the freestyle read, this is the time to kind of broaden your investments, to really keep an eye, keep an open eye to other things out there in your life that can be potentially more fulfilling. And that's the stuff you're going to start to fall into alignment with overall. And I think it's going to be a much more better and positive experience, especially in terms of building your security as well. When we think of long-term, when we think of longevity, we also think of security. And I do feel for many Capricorns, one of the biggest things that Capricorns love is security, whether that's financial, emotional, romantic, whatever the case may be. Security is very important to a Capricorn. So you're going to start to have a situation and a foundation with someone or with a situation here that's going to be a lot of security, a foundation of security, which provides longevity for the long-term future, which is really, really nice here as well. Okay. All right, though, Cappy, let's have a look here at the overall outcome for you. And we'll go ahead and close off your read. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout April 2023? And what do we got? We have here the 10 of Pentacles. Now, this is the card here of the ultimate stability, which is really, really awesome to see here for you. So whatever you're aligning to, not only is it the thing that feels like it's been missing, you're finding what you feel has been missing from your life, but you also find that you feel incredibly content with this new situation that you've manifested, with this new person, with this new job, with this new experience. You're exactly where you need to be. Everything is comfortable, everything is stable, and you can definitely say you're content. No longer are you restless in search of needing to find that thing that's missing, because what feels in your life that's been missing has finally been found. Love it, Capricorn. Really awesome read. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed it, let me know down in the comments down below. For anybody here who's new, if you're interested in subscribing, I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. So thank you in advance to anybody who does decide to subscribe. But guys, have a lovely day. Have a great April 2023. And I will catch you all in the next video. Much love and have yourselves a good one. Peace.